A top 10 blowout? I'll tell you why. It takes 5-minute picks, week 2 edition, 3-2 last week against the spread, 4-1 straight up. Let's give you some winners this week. Texas at Michigan is the big one here. Longhorns, 7-point favorites in this top 10 matchup. Give me Texas and make it a double. It is going to be a blowout in the big house. And I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, Ryan, this will be a close game. Michigan's defense is good. They'll keep it tight. Michigan's defense is good. I hear you. Texas' offense, though, is better. They're not being slowed down by Michigan, not this year. Quinn Ewers, one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. Isaiah Bond has really come on as a receiver now for Texas coming over from Alabama. That offensive line is still one of the best in the country. Michigan did bring a lot back from their national title-winning defense last year, but their big Achilles heel is the secondary. Will Johnson is really good. Behind him is not very good whatsoever. So I think this passing attack is going to obliterate Michigan. They're scoring 30 points. And the question is, well, how will Michigan keep up? I don't see how. Davis Warren didn't do much to impress you. Alex Orji, the other quarterback, they don't trust him to throw the ball whatsoever. Michigan's offensive line, run game, all down from last year. They're not scoring. That's how I come to a 34-10 score for Texas. Blowout in the big house. Horns win big. Let's go to the beautiful state of Iowa. The Cy-Hawk game. Iowa State at Iowa. Hawkeyes, 3-point favorites. Give me Iowa. I think they also cover the spread here as well. Iowa's winning this game because they always play this rivalry game on their terms. They make it an ugly defensive struggle where special teams is the difference. Every year, without fail, that's how they play it on their terms, and they win more times than not. I don't see a difference here. Even with Rocco Becht of Iowa State being a really good quarterback, and even though Iowa offensively, ready for this? 40 points for the first time since 2021. I still think this is a lower scoring game because that's the style of this game and this rivalry. Give me Iowa 20-13. The over-under in this game is 35.5. So Vegas not expecting a lot of points. Neither do I. 2013, Iowa wins and covers. Let's go from little points to a lot of points. Tennessee taking on NC State in the other ranked, unranked matchup. This one where the Panthers play Bank of America Stadium. Vols, 8-point favorites. Give me Tennessee here. They cover as well. This game may as well be at Bristol Motor Speedway because Tennessee's offense is going to be in the left lane all game long. What a 2024 debut for Nico Iamaleava. Tremendous. Looked confident, made all throws to all parts of the field. Deep ball, short ball, read the defense well, took what they gave him. He was tremendous. And it looks like Josh Heupel did it again. This could be an even better version of Hendon Hooker, especially passing the ball. We saw how good that offense was 2 years ago. Feels like we're on that path again. Good luck to the Wolfpack defense. I don't think they have a prayer in stopping this offense in this game. 34-17, Vols roll. Oh, a good throwback rivalry here. Colorado at Nebraska. Cornhuskers, 7.5-point favorites. Give me Nebraska. Give me the cover as well here. They cover the spread. Dylan Raiola, speaking of guys making their debuts as a true freshman, had an insanely productive first start for Nebraska last week. Lived up to the hype and more. Go watch some of the highlights. He not only wears 15 for Patrick Mahomes, looks like Patrick Mahomes. There were a few throws, I'm not kidding you, last week, that reminded me of Patrick Mahomes. He's the real deal. I think he's going to carve up this porous secondary for Colorado. Speaking of porous, that offensive line for the Buffs, they showed you last week against North Dakota State in rushing for just 2.6 yards per carry. They have not fixed much. Not fixed much from last year whatsoever. And unfortunately for Shedeur and Colorado's offense, you are now going against one of the best defensive lines in all of college football. Nebraska is going to win, to dominate the line of scrimmage here on both sides of the ball. That is a difference. 31-17, Nebraska beats Colorado. Last one here, tricky one. This is a sucker line. Boise State at number 7, Oregon. The line is 19.5 points, and you're probably thinking, okay, Boise State, they're 3-0 against Oregon all time. You just had their running back, Ashton Genty, run for 267 yards and 6 touchdowns last week. Oregon looked like duck doo-doo last week. Yeah, the Broncos are almost 3 touchdowns. Give it to me. Don't do it. Don't take the bait. I promise you here, Oregon is going to win and win comfortably. Dan Lanning is going to have this team focused, aggressive, and sharp. That was a piss-poor showing they had last week. They're going to come out of the gates firing here. Give me Oregon. 48-24 over the Broncos. They remind everybody just how good they really are.